When your sales funnel doesn't go according to plan, what do you change? Do you change your headline? Do you change your subtitle? Do you change the offer? Do you change the price point? Do you change the color scheme? Do you change the add to cart button from orange to yellow? What exactly do you do? Today in this video, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes to a coaching call that I recently did to walk you through exactly what are some of the simple, repeatable things that you could be doing to constantly improve on your sales process so that ultimately your conversions will be significantly and constantly increasing over time. Let's begin.
That money, we talked about that, and that money you can reinvest in ads, and that's how your fan base grows. So we're able to tie it to the ultimate goal that they're looking for in a much better way. And I think that's why it clicks for a lot more folks going to that funnel.
Okay, now that's a very, very powerful realization. Now we are going to first dive into our hot seats, and the first person that we have up is John Gold. And John, I can see that you're on.
Hey, Peng Joon, thank you so much for having me on. Really appreciate it. And so what I do is I help music artists reach and get more fans for their music. Right now with a specific focus on Spotify, so helping music artists, independent music artists who don't have a record label and just publish their own music to Spotify, find more fans, more listeners, more streams on Spotify for their music. And I do this in two ways. I have online training programs that teach my audience how to specifically run Facebook and Instagram ads optimized for music to drive traffic into Spotify. And I have a software platform that helps music artists with their growth goals as well, growing a fan base. So those two are connected. The last hot seat, we've taken a look at the funnel for the Spotify growth engine, which is my low ticket sales funnel that offers access to a training program that teaches music artists how to grow on Spotify, and then obviously ties in the software as well. And when we looked at the funnel first, the focus was on, okay, how can we increase AOV? Because I'm running ads at an okay level, like getting about 200 folks a day. A week. A day would be something. Getting about 200 customers a week, but it's about break even at an AOV of right now. I think we're about $25 and or 26. And obviously, the more this can be pushed, the more scalability there are in driving ads. So that's been the goal.
Okay, so John's core offer, he has got a $17 Spotify growth engine offer with two OTOs, 97. They're both 97. One's on ads and one's on merchandise sales for musicians. Key metrics, as well as your current ad spend. Is this 10 to 20K per week or per month? Or
that money, we talked about that, and that money you can reinvest in ads, and that's how your fan base grows. So we're able to tie it to the ultimate goal that they're looking for in a much better way. And I think that's why it clicks for a lot more folks going to that funnel.
Okay, now that's a very, very powerful realization. Now, please write down the more things that I got to get my audience to believe in order to be successful, the less likely they will buy. Okay, let me say that again. The more things that I got to get my audience to believe that they will become successful, the less likely they will buy. Now, what does this mean? You see, a long time ago, I realized that in order to be successful online, there are many different things that an entrepreneur probably needs to figure out. So here's when everything changed. Everything changed when I came from the angle of, to be successful online, you need to be able to build a system that allows you to go to platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Google, Instagram, and put $1 in so that you'll be able to get back $2 out from that system, right? And if you can do that, then that's when you'll have a highly scalable business online. But remember, the more things I get my audience to believe in at the start, the less likely they will even begin that journey, because that's when they're going, you know what? All these things make sense, but realistically, I'm never going to be able to do all that. So in other words, you have disempowered your audience, even though you have the best of intentions, because you just gave them a bunch of different things And the more things that you give them, the less likely they will believe in their own ability to execute it, right? So notice now, I'm now just focusing on that one thing. And the one thing is, if you can get that thing to be good, then you'll be able to be successful in all these other things. So for example, okay, I'm going to give you guys a few examples so that you'll be able to get clarity on this. So let's say an offer like platform closing. My main thing is to show people, if all you could do is to have one good pitch, one good presentation, one good sales video, one good webinar, that one pitch, that one good presentation will change your life. That one good automated webinar will change. You get more leads to convert these leads to sales, right? One good presentation, one good pitch can change your life, right? That's the main thing. So everything else falls under that main thing. So this is good, right? So notice how you're talking about how one of the most powerful promotional tools, but here's the problem, right? The problem is sometimes it can be hard. What I would like to be able to do is I want to be able to showcase visually how that thing, like the top 100 performing ads might look like visually without showing them. I want to be able to tease them so that they'll be able to see and apply and they're like, oh man, like, yeah, I can see why the hard work is done. Over here, they might not necessarily appreciate that just yet. But what if I told you that when it comes to ads is in fact the complete opposite. When it comes to ads, there's a specific framework, there's a specific format that you want to be able to model and follow. And the last thing you want to do is to reinvent the wheel. Think of it as it's kind of like music, where music, you could have a specific format that works, right? Maybe, I'm going to totally make this up, maybe a specific format that works is 156 beats per minute, if that number of it makes sense. And you're utilizing this format that's in the industry, but you have your own unique twist to it. So in music, you're following a specific format that works, but you're adding your own flavor, your own personality into the music that makes it different and unique, right? But you're not going to reinvent the wheel of coming up with, I don't know, like the beat per minute thing was something I totally made up. So for example, right, this should be in your sales page. You've done this very, very well on your front end, but like on the front end, like this is amazing, right? People see this, like this is, like take a look at how amazing this is. This is, like when people see this, this is irrefutable proof. You've got a good mix of screenshots, before, after, their growth, the charts, like all of this, right? Now this I can tell you is something that significantly helps the conversions. Now what I would like you, now because there's so much over here, here's what they're doing. They'll be like, man, yeah, you know, John's right. There's irresistible, like there's irrefutable proof that this thing obviously works. If it doesn't, it's probably because of me. So the question I'd like all of you to ask is, am I showing my audience the time or the effort or the cost of the alternative if they were to do it themselves? Okay, so how can we link this to your original pitch? It would be, right, so congratulating them, acknowledging them, great, you did all of that. Now would be, so now that you understand the importance of utilizing ads to be able to be discovered, to be able to get more downloads, the question is, well, what are your options right now? You've got two options. The first option is to be able to write these ads yourself. Think about your scripting, getting a designer to create the graphics for you, to think about the different angles, the hooks, the call to action, the stories to tell. Or your second option is, what if I told you that I've already done the heavy lifting for you? You see, when it comes to ads, just like music, you want to be original with your personality, with your voice, with your messaging. But there are certain elements where you want to model what's already proven in the marketplace. But so and so utilize this framework, got it up and running. And even though, right, come from the person's objections, even though this person is not a Facebook ad marketer, they're not a digital marketing specialist, this doesn't even have an ad account. This person got it running in under, whatever, an hour. Right? How would you like me to save you that time so that you don't have to think about what to write and reinvent the wheel and to be able to model something that's already proven to work? John, what are your thoughts so far right at this point?
I love it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form. There's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if they're right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below and my team will be in touch with you.